Hello, so today I want to declutter my books. I usually read the books and then decide whether or not I want to keep them, but I think it's time for me to do a deep dive into my unread shelves and decide whether I'm either just going to get rid of the book because I don't really have any interest in reading it, or whether I'm going to maybe read a couple chapters and see if I want to keep going. I've been acquiring huge amounts of books over the last few years, and I'm definitely not reading them as fast as I'm buying them. So I'm just going to go through and make some decisions. Okay, so right off the bat, Epic of Gilgamesh. I'm not in college anymore. I don't have to read this, and I have no interest in reading it. It's been on my shelf too long. Let's see. Okay, I've never read anything by John Bainesville. I know he won the Booker Prize, the Man Booker Prize, which is great, but I think I'm going to give this one a quick chapter read and then make a decision. Western Alliances I've picked up several times, and I just couldn't get into the writing style, so I'm going to stick that in the get rid of pile. I feel like this is a really good book that I just need to give more time to, so I'm going to keep that on the shelf. Let's see. Okay, Naked Lunch. I don't know what this book is about, and I don't think I want to read it. I heard it's just a bunch of crazy talk from some of the reviews I've read. Okay, so I think this shelf I'm gonna keep. The Plague I need to just get back in. I read about half of this and then gave up. This author, I think he's amazing, so I'm just gonna keep him. Let's see. Okay, so this author, J.M. Kotezi, I think the Master of Petersburg is his least well-rated book, so I'm going to give this one a read and then make a decision. And then Last of the Mohicans, I've had it for about 4 months, and I don't want to read it. I just don't. I'm not going to pick it up ever. So let's see. Okay, definitely want to keep all of these. I'm going to move. And I already have a book that I'm getting rid of. This is from an earlier video I did last week when I was getting rid of our downstairs books. So I'm going to put these in the definite get rid of pile. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I really want to read some of Lewis Eldridge's books one day. Okay, this book. This book I read about half, maybe a third, maybe more than a third, and I just don't like it. I got this as an ARC, and I can't keep going, so I'm going to put that in the get rid of pile. Okay, moving along. Let's see. Okay, this is another book I got from the publisher, and I've tried to read the reviews online to see if it's interesting, and I don't think this is going to be the type of book that I like. And then Catch Can. These are short stories by Joseph Heller, who wrote Catch 21, which I loved, but I don't know if these are good, so I'm going to give this one a read. Let's see. Okay. Oh, The Known World. I've had this on my shelf for so many years. I really have no interest in reading it. I'm a really big fan of Faulkner, and I heard that he's Edward P. Jones tries to write like Faulkner and is not as good, so I'm going to put him in the get rid of pile. I don't want to read that book. The story's depressing. Okay, this book I grabbed from my mom's house at the beginning of the year, and I still haven't picked it up. So I'm going to put this in the read a chapter section. Okay. Life of Pi. Okay, this book I think I already set aside to read or Unhaul. I don't have any interest in reading this book. I'm just going to get rid of it. No interest at all. And then this book right here I got from the publisher a couple of years ago, 2021 it came out. I don't think it has very many reviews, so I'm definitely going to make this a priority to just start it, see if I like it or not. Okay, these I still all want to read. Ian McEwan, I think I'm going to try give Solar a shot because it's his least well-rated book. I did just read On Chelsea Beach. I didn't like it. So it's possible I don't like his books. So it's don't want to keep him on my shelf. I'm not going to like him. Okay. Let me just do one more quick look. A lot of these are new. So I don't want to just get rid of them. I want to give them a chance to hang out on my shelves before I get rid of them. And some of these authors I've never read anything by. I really have no idea whether I'm going to like it. I've tried reading reviews of a lot of these books to see what people think, whether it's even worth it for me to get into. So let's see. Yeah, I think I still want to read all of these. Okay. I'm just going to move on. Okay, so these are, let's see, the M's. Oh, this is another book that's been on my shelf forever, but I think it's well rated. Okay, this book I've had probably 10 years now. I need to either start reading it or get rid of it. I have no idea what it's about. So, this is another book I grabbed from my mom's house, and I don't know anything about it. So I'm going to give it a shot reading it. So that's in the Read a Chapter or Unhaul. And then Richard Powers. I've read one book by Richard Powers. I really didn't like it. But the Overstory won the Pulitzer Prize, so maybe it's really good. Okay. I do really want to read all these. Okay. I hope I do better in the nonfiction section. Really love my books. Okay, so these are my analysis books, my literary criticism. Okay, so this book right here, this is Book of Writers Talking to Writers. I don't know anything about this. I think I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try to see if I even like that book. Oh, look at my humongous William Faulkner analysis collection. Okay, speed reading. I grabbed this one from my mom's house. I don't think it's a very good book, so I'm just going to read a chapter and see if I like the style. Okay, my collections of short stories. This book I've had forever. I have zero interest. I'm just going to get rid of it. And then this book I got from the publisher, and I think it's actually pretty well rated, so I'm going to give this one a shot. It's sci-fi, so okay. I don't think I'm going to get rid of anything in my plays or my graphic novels. I think I want to, Amulet. I bet this will be quick. I just read that one quickly. Okay. Let's see. Poetry. I don't want to get rid of anything in poetry. This Leaves of Grass book is taking up a lot of room. I don't think Leaves of Grass is that long. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to move on. Okay, so... Okay, right away, I'm not going to... I've read this book. I didn't care for it. I'm just going to get rid of it. I don't want to reread this. I don't understand. I didn't really like any of the stories. Okay, more writing. I don't know. Okay, oh, this is a messy shelf. I have a lot of stuff there. I have my Freddie Mercury hanging out here. Okay, let me see. After Death, I think, is a pretty badly rated book. So I'm just going to pull it out and read a chapter. And probably get rid of it after I read a chapter. Same thing with Hardball. I read this book when I was younger, and I grabbed it from my mom's house. And I don't think it's as good as I remember, and the reviews are pretty horrible. So I'm just going to get rid of it. Actually, get rid of it or read a chapter. I think just get rid of it. Let's just be done. Okay. Keep all these. Oh, you know what? Enough. I thought I read this book years ago, but I started reading it recently, and it's not at all what I thought it was, and I'm just not getting into it. So I'm just going to see if I can read a few more chapters, and if not, I'm just going to get rid of it because it's not at all what I thought it was going to be like. Mere Christianity I've struggled with. It's such a well-rated book, but I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it. But I still am going to give it a shot. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get rid of anything here. These are my Russian and foreign policy and other books. It's also, looks like it's locked by the king here and the weeping angel. So, okay, I'm not going to touch that one then. Okay, so these are my health books, my health and relationships. Okay. Oh, yeah. I think I already laid this out. Happier at Home. Yeah, I read a lot of books by Gretchen Rubin, and this book, I didn't spark any excitement in me, and I thought about rereading it, but now that I'm thinking about rereading it, I don't really have the urge to do that. I guess the rest of these I want to give it a shot. And then these are two other books I pulled out. I started reading The Longevity Code, and I believe it's wrong. I'm pretty sure it's wrong. He's saying that people who eat meat, or I guess people who eat a lot of protein, live shorter lives, and protein's really bad for you, and I don't think I agree with that. I also looked it up, and other people don't agree with that, so I just don't know if I'm going to connect with the book. And I heard the telemeter effect isn't really very scientific. It's really just eat healthy and exercise. So I'm going to skip that one too, especially since I just bought a really, really great book on living longer, and I'm excited to read that one instead. Certain Trumpets. This is a collection of essays about various leaders, and I've tried reading it, and it was okay. Maybe just read a few more on people I'm kind of interested in, and then maybe get rid of it. This one, I think I need to jump into, or it's going to be on my shelf forever. I know I just bought it, but I have a feeling I'm going to really like it, maybe. We'll see. I just want to read that one. This is a book, I've tried reading it so many times. I keep getting stuck on it. I'm not feeling it. I don't like the writing style. I get so bored. I've tried listening to it. I tried reading it, and I always get stuck in the same chapter, so I think I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. The Signal and the Noise. Oh, I want to give this one a shot. I'm going to keep that one. The Way Out in the Blue. I've had this book since college, and I got this from my mom's house a couple months ago to try to read it, and I think I'm going to just try to read it, like I promised myself. And then Tesla, I started reading this book, and it was kind of boring, and I didn't get very far, so I think I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, and then I'm not going to really touch this section, and these are my history books that I'm kind of excited to read. These are my science books I'm kind of excited to read, so I'm not going to get rid of any of those. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's all I want to get rid of. Okay, so let's see how I did. So let's see, these are my books that I definitely just want to get rid of. I don't even want to read anymore. These are, I'm done. Just want to make sure I put them in the right stack. Yeah, I'm done with this, done with this. Don't even want to give them a shot. So that's not bad. More here, sorry, they got heavy. Okay, and then Tesla, what did I decide? Get rid of. Way Out in the Blue. Maybe I'll give Isaac Newton another chance, and then give these two another chance, and then okay, so at the end of the month, I'll make another video talking about all the books I finished, all the books I am going to keep, and all the books I bought. So I'm assuming all of these get rid of books will still be in that video, unless I go crazy and pull it out and decide to keep it after all, or something crazy happens, like a booktuber I like recommends one of the books, is like, you got to read this one. So, but I will do a final video at the end of the month, but this is my read, unhaul, or read or unhaul video. Thank you for watching.